Howdy, and welcome to Family Friendly Foods. Today, we're going to use ground beef, and we're going to make meatloaf, and we're going to make something that's kind of like stroganoff, only I'm making it with ground beef. Okay, Curb, we are going to make meatloaf today.
Yum, I love meatloaf.
I love meatloaf too, but a lot of people really do put too much in their meatloaf.
Well, I have to be honest, I don't really know how to make meatloaf. I just like to eat it, so I'm excited about this recipe.
Well, my favorite are the sandwiches that are left over. Years ago when I owned a deli, I'd make meatloaf for one of the lunch specials, but I'd have to make 2 extra ones
for all the
because
sandwiches?
they wanted meatloaf sandwiches.
Those are good. I haven't had one of those in decades. Let's do it.
Well, I don't put a lot, like I said, in my meatloaf because I think that I want to taste the ground beef. Meatloaf. All right. I'm using 80-20 ground beef.
Okay.
And
that's 80% fat?
No. 80% lean.
Oh, good.
20% fat. This
be
thing would be
awful.
totally white. Now, I'm going to put it in here. Now, it's up to you whether you want to be the musher or not.
Well, you know, usually I'm a little squeamish about
Yes, that's why I said that.
But I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
All right, so here's a scoop. I usually, a pound of meatloaf is enough for 4 people or 2 people in leftovers. I always buy my ground beef at Value Market because they grind it fresh every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So sometimes it might be 1.25 pounds or whatever.
Oh, they might give you a little extra?
Yeah. All right, so anyway, we're going to start out.
So it doesn't really matter?
No.
Okay.
Except for with the egg. If it's over 1.5 pounds, use 2 eggs.
Okay.
If it's under 1.5 pounds, use 1.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to put some Worcestershire. My daddy used to call this Worcester.
Worcester sauce.
So I grew up saying Worcester. Do you know how that is embarrassing when you get older and you're at a nice restaurant and you ask for Worcester? Jeez.
I'm going to remove all my fancy
All right,
exercise
and I've
jewelry.
got pepper, and guess what?
What?
I found a pepper mill that doesn't bother my arthritis. All right, now this is garlic, granulated garlic. You can use that or garlic powder, and I'm just sprinkling over the top. Now, a lot of people, and one of my former students, Damaris Phillips, who's on the Food Network now.
Famous.
She thinks that she likes to saute all the vegetables she puts in her meatloaf first. But all I put in it, vegetable-wise, is onion.
Okay.
And I really do it small. You see how small that is?
Like a small amount?
Small cut.
Oh, okay. What's this, like a cup?
No, this is about, we want about 1/2 cup, maybe 1/3 cup. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my egg. Yay! Egg.
And if you get a little bit of a shell in the egg, I mean, if a little bit of shell goes in, you can use the shell to scoop it out.
Hey, you remember that.
I remember that, and I used it the other day.
Well, I tell you, it really does work, and you do get shells in that stuff. Now, what we're going to use instead of ketchup are just tomato sauce, and this is why everybody loves my meatloaf.
Oh.
Marinara.
Oh, so how does that change it up?
Well, when you taste it, you'll see.
Okay.
Now, marinara has a lot of stuff in it. And you'll notice I haven't added salt to that yet because of the salt in here.
Ah.
You can always add salt later. But you may not use this whole jar. So what you do is you put the rest of it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and mark it. And then you got it the next time you make something.
Fantastic.
All right.
That's a great tip. Smells very
So I'm going to put
basil-y.
a little bit of this over it. Now, start mushing it.
So far, what I'm liking about this recipe is that you haven't measured out one thing.
All right, now get
the
that
egg.
egg.
All right.
Now, you don't want to overwork your meatloaf because it'll get mushy and it gets tough.
But I need to get the egg
in. It's snowing panko crumbs.
All right, so these are our breadcrumbs. Why are you using panko crumbs?
Because I like panko better than breadcrumbs.
Because it's
It
a little
doesn't make any
crunchier?
difference.
Or-
Yeah, well, no, it's just, I like the way it absorbs.
Well, now I'm worried that I'm overworking it. How do I not do it?
No, you're doing fine.
Okay.
Now, what you want to do is get it from the bottom up and turn it. Yeah, good.
By the way, I have washed my hands prior to this.
Oh, impeccably clean hands, as Sarah Moulton would say. You just want to make sure it gets through everything, kind of. Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right, now kind of see if you see stuff, see the onion through everything, you pretty much have it.
I feel like I've done a fairly good job here, Chef.
Well, I think you have too, by golly. Now, I'm going to get what we're going to put it in. And when you make a meatloaf, don't make it like a football, because the ends will burn.
Oh.
All right, now, when you take this, what you want to do
You're going to cook it in that?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I thought you had to do it in like a glass loaf pan.
No. We freeform it.
Freeform meatloaf.
Well, isn't it easier?
So far, it's been a lot easier. And we're not going to make it like a football. We're going to make it more evenly
like a
distributed.
Rectangle, just like it was in one of those pans.
Okay.
All right, now we have our meatloaf. But I'm going to add more garlic powder, or like I said, I like granulated garlic to the top. See, I'm just dusting it.
Mm-hmm. It's like you're doing a sugar cookie.
Right. Oh, a sugar cookie with garlic. Yeah.
Now, the Lowry's.
Seasoned salt.
Lowry's. Something seems to be ready. Oh, but you're dusting again with that.
Yeah, and this is the only salt.
So it's interesting to me that you're putting most of your spicy
Well, now I put this on the
components,
inside.
but a lot on the outside.
I'm going to get it crusty.
Ah.
Then, in a half an hour, I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to show y'all why. Because, see, this pan is a little deep, and it's going to hold all the blood and fat.
All right.
And I'm going to take that out, and this will be crusty, and then I'm going to pour more of this over the top.
Okay, so
it'll be a really yummy crust.
What's the oven going to be set up?
The oven's at 375.
375.
Or 350, depending. It depends on your oven. Okay? I normally do 350, but I don't trust this oven.
All right, so 375 for 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Adios, meatloaf.
Yummy. We're going to straighten this up real quick, and we're going to cut the potatoes up so they'll be ready to turn on. We're going to make mashed potatoes, and we're making them with my secret ingredients.
Ooh.
Butter and cream cheese. Okay, Curb.
Yes.
You've gotten most of the potatoes cut. We're using red potatoes, and this is 1.5 pounds, depending on your family, whether you want 2 pounds, 3. Usually I do around 2 pounds.
Oh, and these potatoes are just like us. They're petite.
You have got it, girl. All right, now all we've done to this water is add salt to it. And we always want to start root vegetables. We want to start them in cold water.
Okay.
All right, and now you've got it off. And no, that's good enough because the way you cut the rest of them.
All right.
All right, and we're going to just sit this on the back of the stove, and we're not even going to turn it on yet. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start cutting up for our wonderful fake stroganoff.
Are we going to start joking around? Oh, not that kind of cutting up.
Okay, now we're going to slice the mushrooms for this. And I always like to make stuff the size that'll fit on a spoon or a fork.
Okay.
Now first, all you want to do is cut a little bit of the bottom off. Yeah. All right, and saw it. Don't just go like that. All right.
Saw it.
Then, these are awfully large. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut it in half and lay it on the flat side. And then, push forward.
Push forward, push forward, push
forward. Yeah, you got it.
Push forward.
Perfect.
Whew. I was trying to keep up with you. It's making me nervous.
Oh, just keep your fingers back, girlfriend. And while you're cutting the rest of those, I'll cut the onion.
All right. Notice how
I'm going to put these on your plate. Now, the onion. I'm going to use about half an onion, and I'm using a white onion. Red onion gets really sweet sometimes. So what I'm going to do is make quarter moons instead of half moons. A half moon, obviously, would be just a half. But as we get through here, it's going to be too big. So I'm going to cut this in half. So I've got 2/4 here to make a half. And then I'm going to slice it like this. And I'm not dicing it because, see, this will work great with the mushroom. See, size-wise?
This is, oh yeah.
See? Mm-hmm. Yo. All right, so I'm going to do this.
Nancy, we're making this beef stroganoff with ground beef. What type of beef is usually in stroganoff?
It's beef tenderloin.
Okay.
That's why this is like the poor man's version.
But I have a feeling I'm going to like this better because I always feel like beef stroganoff is so chewy.
Well, there you go. I never thought about that, but you're right. All right, now, one other thing we need.
Yes?
And that's garlic. And Kirby and I
Love garlic.
We're of the school. There's no such thing as
too much garlic.
So,
Woohoo!
we've got some already peeled.
You've already
here.
peeled this. This is like a garlic lover's dream.
Well, let me tell you. I had some relatives here.
Oh.
And we all love garlic, so they just peeled
what fun you must have
boatload
had.
of garlic. I was going to say another word. All right, so since it's peeled, shoot, let's just do 4.
Okay.
5.
Why not?
Why not?
Bring on the garlic.
All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to mince that up.
Okay.
And while I'm mincing that up, why don't you go on and take that ground beef.
Yes.
And we're going to slowly cook it in the pot behind us. Okay? You ready, sister?
I'm ready to get going with this.
Okay. Here's your weapon.
Thank you.
Now, when Kirby's putting the ground beef in there, and again, it's 80-20, 80% lean, 20% fat. The fat's the flavor carrier, so let's not forget that.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, exactly, my God. I will take that from
Thank you,
lady, and then just start breaking it up. And when it gets about halfway done, it'll still have some red, we're going to add the vegetables. Reason we're waiting a while is we're letting some of that fat come out so we don't have to use oil in the pot to do the vegetables. Okay, now Kirb,
Yes?
how are we doing here?
Well, we've got a little ways to go. So is there anything else you can do over there?
Well, I'm going to get this ready. Now, what I'm doing for gravy in it, I've got 2 cups of water, and I'm using this better than bouillon.
Now, you really like that.
Well, I like it because if you read the first ingredient, it's roasted beef.
Oh.
With beef stock. Salt is the
smells
second ingredient, or third ingredient. I can't see with or without my glasses. So if you get a bouillon cube, it's salt is the first ingredient. Read your labels, people. Now, you need a teaspoon to a cup. Only I go a little crazy because I like mine really concentrated.
I do too.
So, see, and you can even add more, not worry about the salt. So I'm putting that in here, getting it ready.
You
and it'll dissolve when we get there.
Excuse me, chef.
Yes?
Is there supposed to be a little pink left?
Yes, perfect. Let's go.
Do I need to? Yeah, let's pour this stuff in here.
Now, oh, perfect. You did a good job on those mushrooms.
I really like cutting mushrooms. Could that be one of my assignments whenever we're cooking together?
Well, we'll just have a mushroom day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. What can
Well,
we do with
actually, I
mushrooms?
wouldn't either.
Mushrooms and garlic. Let's get it all.
All right.
All right.
Perfect. Now, she's going to keep stirring that for a little bit till she gets it all stirred together. Then, when it gets a little bit lighter, it gets translucent. I love that word.
Translucent onions.
Yes. We're going to add the flour to thicken it and then the water. In the meantime, I'm going to add some paprika and a little bit of Italian seasoning. You can add any kind of seasoning you want. Italian has so many different herbs in it. And it doesn't necessarily make it Italian, and you'll see when you taste it.
All right.
It doesn't. But it's got oregano and basil, and the better ones have all kinds of rosemary.
But it makes it taste good.
Yeah, it
Okay.
adds some flavor. And I don't need a whole lot. I'm just going to shake it over the top. And then a little paprika. Oh,
What does paprika actually taste like? I guess
It's a dried pepper.
Oh, okay.
Like bell pepper. And the Hungarian is a different red pepper than, you know, this one.
Okay.
Okay?
I always thought paprika was more like just a garnish because it was on top of deviled eggs. I didn't know how to
remember
flavor.
when we did the deviled egg show?
Yes.
I said you don't have to put this on
Right.
it, and we put other things on it. Now I'm going to add, as Godfrey would say, some Worcester.
Was that your dad's name, Godfrey?
Godfrey Freihofer Russman.
I love that name.
Do you think he had any German in him at all?
I love that name. It should be in a novel.
It's something. Godfrey Freihofer Russman.
And what did he call it again? Worcester?
Worcester.
All right, that's starting to look
Are we
good.
starting to get translucent? We are.
We're getting there, but we should go a little bit longer.
All right, so at this point, I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons of flour. Now let me explain this. About 1.5 tablespoons to a cup as far as thickening. I'm making a roux because we already have the fat in there.
Making
so
a
we're adding this to that fat.
Okay.
Now, if there wasn't any fat in there, we'd have to add oil or butter or something. But right now, we're adding
So this is called a
tablespoons.
roux that we're creating?
Yes. R-O-U-X.
Oh, R-O-U-X. That sounds French.
It is. Most of the words are.
And does it mean a thickening?
Roux is a thickener, and we use it a lot in the South. I think we're ready for our water.
So that doesn't have to be all mixed together?
No, because we're going to mix it and make sure it's melted.
All right.
Yeah.
And our ground beef is turning into stroganoff.
All right, just keep stirring it till you think you've got it all.
Should it be thickening up?
It will thick up in a minute. What we're going to do, Kirby, is you're going to stir that and make sure there aren't any big lumps of the base, of the beef base. And then we're going to turn it low and let it cook for a few minutes covered.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there's net. I think we're good. I mean, I think we should go ahead and do
girlfriend.
that.
Well, we're going to turn it way down.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to grab a lid, and then guess what we're going to do? We're going to check the meatloaf.
Very good.
Okay, Curb, we got that resting. Let's check our meatloaf.
Oh, it's looking nice.
Oh, it is.
So now you need to get rid of the
I'm going to get rid of some of this.
juices. And
Yeah, you see the fat that's come out of it?
Yes. And we want to get rid of the juices again because
That's fat.
it's fat. Okay.
Fat, and this is dried blood.
Blah.
Well,
Well, I know that's what it is, but
yuck.
Chef,
Yes.
first of all, you have a very strong left bicep. But aside from that, will this also make it crispier if we're...
Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the marinara
All right.
and put it over the top.
And...
You know how we always have...
Oh.
Now, what I'm going to do is pour this over the top
Ah.
and
Simple.
put it back in for about
right.
another half an hour. Oh,
You got
yes,
it?
ma'am.
That's a two-person job. All right.
It really is. Now,
So another half hour. Okay.
and our potatoes,
Oh, our potatoes are going to start now?
exactly. We're going to start them and we're going to be set. Now, if they end up being done before this, here's the trick. Feel the back of here with the oven on.
Oh, it's warm.
It'll hold our mashed potatoes hot.
Should we turn this baby on?
Please. Okay, Curb.
We've got
We're
these
getting
noodles.
ready for our fake stroganoff. Now, I cook the egg noodles according to package directions.
Easy.
Yeah, and I ran them under cold water to stop them from cooking because I did that 2 hours ago.
And you wanted to be...
Put a little canola oil on it
Ah, okay.
so it wouldn't stick. So there we go.
So they're not... These are not really mushy. These have a little bit of...
Bit of bite to them
Yeah.
because we're going to be cooking them a little bit more.
Okay.
While we're doing this, while she's putting this in here, I want y'all to think about what you would serve with this. And what you would serve with it is a nice green salad. Okay, I think we're ready. We've heated the noodles all the way through, and we're gonna stick this down.
This is looking good.
Oh, wow. Look at it.
I'm ready to eat this.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So mushrooms, onions, ground beef, egg noodles, and you're going to top it off with some sour cream, which is what you need to make it stroganoff, right?
Exactly. And you can use as much as you want. Some people can't do sour cream.
Oh.
Because it's dairy.
Mm-hmm. I can do sour cream.
Well, that's good.
And
now
I would
let
like
me get
to.
some.
What was the seasoning in this?
We used paprika and Italian seasoning.
Gotcha.
And then we had the base that we used. Now remember,
yes.
we didn't put salt in this, did we?
No.
I salted the water like the ocean to cook the egg noodles in.
I like this a lot. I like this better than regular stroganoff.
Isn't it fun? I love it.
It'd be easy. Good to have during the winter too.
Yum. Up.
Fall when it's chilly outside.
Exactly.
Good alternative to, I don't know, chili.
Oh, that tastes good.
Thank you.
And if you're not ready to eat yet, just leave it on low. It'll hold for a half an hour. Am I a mess?
There we go.
Thank you. Now, we're going to eat, clean up, and wait for the potatoes and the meatloaf.
So we're going to make mashed potatoes next.
Yes, as soon as the potatoes are done.
All right.
Okay.
It's going to be a big day of eating.
All right, what we're doing is we've got about 2 pounds of potatoes. And I'm putting in a half a package, 4 ounces.
Of cream cheese. This is your secret.
And then I'm putting in a half a stick of butter.
And we should mention that the potatoes are round, red or russet potatoes. So
The red potatoes.
Yeah.
Now,
do you want me to do this part? I am just
Yes.
back from the gym after all.
what are you saying?
I'm just saying I'd be happy to do this
Well, I think
so you
I'd
could
be
rest
happy
yourself.
for you to do it.
All right. So
Now, we can add milk to it if we need it. And you never know until you start mashing whether you're going to need it or not. But we've got so much stuff in there. Hang on a second, Kirby. Pick that up.
it's also a really good exercise if you're frustrated with someone.
Oh, yeah, you can pretend that's their head.
Well, just, we don't have to go that far, but
Oh, why not?
Yeah,
if we're
this
going to do it, we might as well do it.
this is nice.
I'm
yes.
going to use a little white pepper in there.
And why white pepper?
Won't
White
show
pepper?
up.
Why white pepper as opposed to black?
It won't look like there's bugs in it.
Oh, that's right. You've told me that before. And ooh, boy, it sure smells like pepper though.
Well, yeah.
Smells good. And then this is not a hard thing to do at all.
Yeah, you just have to.
I mean, I kind of like lumpy potatoes.
Well, I do too. That's why I never add milk to mine. But if you want to add some milk to it, you can.
Do you have a special little technique you like to do too, like mush and spin, mush and spin?
No, but
mush
my
and
gosh,
spin?
let's all watch.
Mush and spin.
Mush and spin, mush and spin. Kirby's got that mush and spin.
It's
That's
the mush and
kinda-
spin motion.
There you go.
I don't
All
think
right.
that anyone ever taught this to me. I think I just figured
Figured it
this is
out.
how you probably would do things,
Oh,
Nancy.
look how nice and thick they are. See,
This
they're
looks
not runny.
really good.
I don't like runny mashed
Me
potatoes.
either. Ooh, running man. And I don't mind having little skin in them either.
No, and that's why we
Little
didn't.
skin in the game.
All
This-
right.
this looks
now
good.
let's do this. Let's put that, like I showed you, on the
All right.
back of the stove for
This
a few
will help
minutes.
keep it warm while our meatloaf is finishing up, right?
Right.
Right back here where it's warm. Lovely. That's a great trick. I like that. They good?
Oh, God.
Of course they are. This is the ultimate comfort food
Oh,
dinner
isn't
that
it?
we're making.
It is. All right.
How much longer on that meatloaf?
Well, we're going to pull it out now. Oh, look at that.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Voila.
Now, see, there's still a lot of fat on there, and I'm going to get rid of it on some paper in the garbage. I don't want to burn a hole in anything.
Is that what they do in the restaurants?
That's what I do. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And we're going to make ourselves a plate here, sister.
It's going to be a large spoon. I hope you don't mind, but this will work out. I'm hungry.
She's hungry. She always comes hungry. I love Kirby. Now, I don't know about you all, but one of my favorite pieces of the meatloaf is the end. Are you like that?
I'm not really, you know what? I haven't had meatloaf in so long I can't remember if I like the end. You have the end, and I'll take the next piece.
Well, I'm only making one plate.
Oh. Right.
She'll have more, just wait.
You'll have the end.
Yes, she'll have more in just a second.
That looks delicious.
Oh, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, again, serve this with a green, is it hot?
Nope. Yes,
Serve
it's
this.
very hot.
Sit it down, honey. Serve it with a green salad. Or peas.
I'd share it with a green salad.
And I don't have any made, so
That's all right.
pretend.
There's a green salad right there. Delicious. Can we give it a taste?
We better.
Smells very, very good.
Now, for the comfort. That cream cheese is so naughty in there.
It's naughty and nice at the same time. That is good.
All right, you all, thank you for watching today. We're hungry. Goodbye.